I want to welcome you back to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. I have a special show. It's a special show. It's a show, well, kind of like today. Usually I do a show not about me. It's all about the artist. It's all about the person that's coming on, but it's about both of us because we're going through this whole thing, and I'm excited about this. So I want you guys to stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Anchor, Vimeo, Roku. I mean, did I say that already? YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I need you. I need you over there. All right. So we got a wonderful, wonderful show. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what's going on. And as this goes through, you guys you're gonna feel my joy. I want to welcome to the show Raymond Barton, writer, professor. I'm just gonna stop talking. Go ahead, Raymond. Go ahead.
I'm Raymond Barton. I'm a writer, producer, recording engineer, musician, all those types of things. And I'm happy to be a part of the show. Thank you, Yaya, for having me on the show. I much appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I should be thanking you. Like, you thanking me? What you thanking me for? Thank you. Man, let me tell you something. I have had a roller coaster of a ride so far, and I'm sure it's not over. Tell me about yourself, your career. How did you get into this?
I started some years ago. I used to be an engineer at a recording studio, and started working. One of my first people I've ever worked with in the studio ever was Toni Braxton. It was like the oddest thing ever. I met her through a radio personality here I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And I met her through a radio personality, and we started working together. And I kind of started that way, working with Toni and Mesa Leak. I used to do live shows with Mesa. She's a member of our Incognito, and of course, Grammy winner and all of those things like that. I work with Tracy Hamlin, who is a wonderful, wonderful vocalist and songstress out of the Virginia area, So I've had good opportunities to work with people really high caliber, I would say to myself, high caliber talent, including of recent one Yaya Diamond. So exactly.
That's a big old smile.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to the writing of the song and then the choosing of yours truly. I don't know what to say about that, but whatever. But how did you go about, like, what kind of voice did you envision for this song? What's the name of the song? Just go ahead and tell everybody what's going on.
Well, the name of the song is called Love in Your Eyes, and it was originally crafted. I always think about certain people when I write songs in terms of, okay, this might fit their voice. I'm from the Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis school of thought that, you don't necessarily write songs until you connect with someone. You kind of vibe off of them to get, the type of material you wanted to develop for them. But I am a songwriter, so sometimes, God blesses me with an idea and I kind of develop that. And so with Love in Your Eyes, I had started working on it a little while ago, and I had another song to come before that one, so I put that song out. And I went back to Love in Your Eyes, and so I was looking for a good performance of the song, emotional, soulful, those types of things. And it's hard to get people to do those types of things. And so you and I connected, through the whole internet network. I mean, right now it's kind of with the whole COVID-19 thing, you have to find new ways to work with people, and the whole world's out there. So you reach out to people, and you and I connected. You heard the song and you said, okay, so yeah, I'll do my thing. And you did. I mean, you put your thing down with the song. I'm very appreciative of it. And I knew once, my engineer and I got into the studio, we would be able to put together this track, and it would come off, hopefully, with people really enjoying it and really liking it. And that's kind of how that came together. But as a writer, I mean, I don't have an instrument. I'm not a person that writes with instrumentation. I play, you know, a bunch of different instruments, but I don't own an instrument, you know. So it just kind of, music's in my head. The guy Steven Tyler from Aerosmith said, you know, music's always in my head, and that's kind of what it is for me. So it's in my head, string arrangements, vocal arrangements, all that stuff's in my head. And for me, it's good to get it out of my head. And I was able to do that with Love in Your Eyes, to get it, and then not be done with it, but get it out of my head and get it where I needed to have it as a recording at this point. So I'm happy about the progress of that.
I'm definitely honored and thankful that you actually chose me to sing the song. It's so nice. I love it, actually. And it's going big. It's like, wait a minute. It's just what? Tell me about that. Tell me about how this is. Oh gosh, it makes me nervous. Really does make me a little nervous, because it's going pretty fast.
It is. I mean, the thing is, the response. I'm thankful for the people that, well, not my team. You know, people say, well, my team of people. I don't really have a team of people. I'm a one-man show in terms of, you know, putting things together. But I fortunately have connected with wonderful promo people who will listen to my record, say, dude, this is a great record. You know, let us run with the record. And that's what happened with this particular case. And so I've had other records out there, and they've done well. I mean, by comparison, I'm an independent artist, so, you know, you know, but with this one, the radio in the UK and even in smooth jazz stations of late, they all have been embracing this song. And part of it is because, you know, people say it's got that old school feel, but I mean, they say old school feel, but I don't know what new school music is. To me, music is just music.
Right.
You know, I mean, it might remind them that they no longer do this type of music that we like. But I mean, to me, this is school music, because it's educating you on love and being involved with someone and that whole thing like that. And so I'm just excited that people have responded the way that they have about this particular track. And again, it's all my music is like, you know, there's all close to my heart, as I said, as a writer. And to me, my strong suit, I think, is a writer. You know, I'm no singer. I sing, you know, to sing, but I'm not a singer. But yeah, I'm a songwriter at heart. That's what I can do. I can just not just come up with it in my head, but honestly, sometimes the music is just there, and I just get it out.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That is amazing. Okay, so now it's okay. So, like I said, it's like shot up. It's like 1 week of play, and all of a sudden, where is it?
It's it's on a bunch of different charts now, like literally after 1 week.
What?
And part of that is because, again, you know, I just am thankful for the folks who, in fact, support the record. And when people hear it's like, what is that? If they don't know what it is or haven't heard it, then they're kind of on it as well. There's a website that's been very supportive, soultracks.com. Soultracks did a world premiere. They hosted the world premiere of the record. And Soultracks is a very well-respected soul music website literally around the world. I mean, although it is on the internet, people respect that website. And so to me, it was a good fit.
Yeah.
And the owner of the website, Chris heard it and said, "Hey, listen, we'll run with that." And from there, that was kind of the big explosion. And on the same day, the record came out, which was Thursday, June the 4th. I did a radio interview on Starpoint Radio with Marcus B., who is a big radio presenter over there. I mean, he and I did an interview, and people were calling in, and people were asking about the record, and right away, it just kind of, you know, gained traction. And it's on, it hit Spotify playlist on Soultracks.
Right.
At number 6. It landed at number 6 on that playlist, which is phenomenal, which is a phenomenal position for that website. And as you mentioned on your own page, I hit the UK Soul chart and entered the chart at number 17.
17.
Which is a phenomenal accomplishment, you know, to hit there the first week, a new entry, number 17. And I'm just thrilled about that as well. So we're very excited. I think Yaya Diamond yourself, you're very excited about that. It's on other radio stations charts. I have one, Surrey Hill Soul Train. That's a radio station in the UK as well. They have it at the top of their five. They play 5 at 5 every day. It is #1 on that list every day. So yeah, I mean, it's being that it's supported like that. Yeah, it's being supported like that. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're excited, very much so.
Oh my God. Oh, you're excited. I'm trying to breathe. Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, you have to inform me of these things. I have no idea what's going on. It's just so much going on. I don't even remember my name sometimes.
There is a lot going on. Again, there's even more coming. As I, mentioned to you that the jazz stations, the smooth jazz stations, are even embracing it. It's R&B and it's jazzy, and so they like that. I mean, they play a lot of songs that are just, instrumentals and have, solos in them, and they do play some vocal music. A lot of the smooth jazz stations, they don't really support a lot of that type of stuff because, again, as I said, people consider this old school, but they in fact are embracing it as very smooth jazz friendly, which is great. So it opens up a whole new avenue for the record to be heard, not just an R&B station, not just a soul station, but now smooth jazz stations are embracing it. So again, the whole object was to have people hear your voice. Once I heard you do your thing, it was my objective to try to get as many people and to cast the net in terms of an audience as wide as possible. And smooth jazz also has embraced the track. And again, it's just gaining traction in smooth jazz. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh. And to tell you the truth, I'm so thankful and so grateful that you've included me in this project. This is amazing to me. I've had to change my life because I have too many people calling me, telling me, hey, can you sing my song? No. What? What is your song? What?
Yeah, it happens. It happens that way when people see that they figure you came from out of nowhere. See, again, I did research, on the stuff that you were doing, and I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with your mom, her fantastic career that she had. The point is, though, people aren't really, not that they're not willing, they just kind of don't do due diligence. Spend time doing networking, find out what people are, and get a good fit. Find a good fit. Even if you don't know the person directly, it doesn't mean you can't make a good fit, especially with technology the way that it is now.
So, definitely. No, I haven't. I've been here.
I know.
Been here.
I know it. I know for a fact.
I've been here over 20 years. I've been here.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but wow, Raymond, thank you so much. Thank you so much for including me. We're going to play the song, Love in Your Eyes, right after we finish the interview. But
okay.
Oh my gosh, I really want to do a music video.
Well, let me put you this way. No, you did. Let me put you this way. The fact of the matter is, it's like anything else. People will come and say, listen, dude, you should have a music video for that. And then I'll say, well, the budget isn't there. But don't worry, we'll take care of that. Then that's the kind of thing that happens. So you never know. It would be great to be able to do something like that to help promote the record, another avenue, another tool of making people aware. Product awareness is kind of what it is. And my wife will tell you, I work really, really hard to cast the net as wide as possible for any music that I do. Again, my thing is the music is the first part, the business is for what it's worth, the real part. So focus on getting a really good track, committed to tape, as we used to say back in the day.
Exactly.
Get a good track committed to tape, and then you work the record, and that's kind of what we're doing. So that's why you see what's happening, the results of that. So we're very proud of that. Very proud.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very appreciative. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful.
Good. Well, again, it's well deserved. I mean, you all of this. I won't say it should have happened years ago, but it's happening now. God does what he does, and his time is happening now, and people are becoming more and more aware of your voice. And people are like, well, how'd you meet her? Where's her voice come from? That's good though. When people don't know you, then we expand your audience, to people finding out what you are doing and what you have done. So that in addition to this song, then they'll start looking back to what you've done prior to this. and then look
Yeah.
forward to the future, to everything you're going to be doing from here on out. So you're gaining wonderful fans from around the world.
Yes,
And
I
again,
know.
the record is going to be hitting very soon in Japan. I mean, you're
Woohoo!
about to hear. Oh
Japan!
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh my
oh
gosh! I
yeah,
want to go back to
absolutely.
Europe. Oh, I
Really?
love London. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So
We've
you have
traveled.
something on me. But the folks want me to come to London. We haven't been yet, but we're going to go.
Yeah,
My wife and
London
I were
is
going to make a trip
wonderful.
and go.
It is a
Now, is it?
beautiful place. Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Yes, yes. I've been there many, many times. Wonderful
Oh,
place. Wonderful
cool.
place.
Good, good, good.
Great people. They love music. They love
Yes, they
music.
do.
And
Ah,
so,
man,
oh,
and
yeah.
they've made the difference in what bit of career that I have. They have embraced my music
Mm-hmm.
because what I did, even before I started putting on any music at all, was I started listening to their radio. I
Mm-hmm.
spent hours listening to their radio. I didn't, I'm not creating music anymore just for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at who my audience is going to be when I create music. And so that's what I've
Right.
done. I listened to their radio for 6 to 8 months, like, pretty consistently, to say, okay, this is what they like. They like, Kashif kind of music. They like Norman Connors. They like
Mm-hmm.
that kind of vibe. And I'm like, well, I'm with that. That's a piece of cake for me because
Mm-hmm.
that's who I am and what I do. So
That's wonderful. Well,
that,
Raymond, we have to end it traditionally, but I am so thankful. Yes, we have Raymond Barton on the show, and let me tell you something. He
sure.
is, I mean, amazing, and I'm thankful, and I'm excited. So, but
Good.
most of all, I want to ask you, if someone asks you, how should they go about becoming a songwriter, or listening to sounds, or patterning their lyrics, what would you tell them?
That's a very good question. So in terms of writing, it's easy for people to say, well, just write from your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah, you can do that, but if your heart is hardened or you don't have experiences like that you believe people want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
A few years back, I was watching Stevie Wonder. This was when they gave Stevie Wonder they recognized the songs in the Key of Life at the Grammy Awards. I had just become a member of the Grammys then, and he was saying, the world always needs another love song. Always. There's space for another love song on people's playlists and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I start crafting ideas, not just about love, but I start looking at situations and I see small things. Very much like I hear comedians, they see a small thing and they expound on that, or they expand their joke to encompass that type of thing. When I'm writing music, it's similar. My wife and I were out and we were just kind of being friendly and frisky and things like that. And we were kissing, and I wrote a song called Always Kissing. It's one of the songs I wrote about a year or two ago that ironically went really well over in the European market because, again, they are very into that. So that's
Yeah.
kind of what that is. So what I would suggest to anyone writing a song is look at who you want to hear it above and beyond just writing it. And not that so much you're going to get every song out there that you create, but look at what someone else might want to think about. I wrote a song for Tracy Hammond called Standby. You look it up on Google, Tracy Hammond Standby. We actually shot a music video for that. I actually directed the music video for that. So Tracy Hammond Standby. It was about a woman who got tired of kind of hanging out for her man. You're not going to keep my love on standby, is what she said in that song. Well, that's what I'm saying. So I've never been in that situation, but I understood that a woman somewhere was thinking about that in herself. You're not going to keep my love on standby. So it's a good song too, as well. But it's all about loving your eyes right now. It's all about that.
It's all about that.
That's where my focus is right now. Get that song out there and get more of the world to hear it. I think the more people hear it, the more they will embrace what it is that you've done lyrically with the song. I mean, they hear what I've done in terms of the writing and the production, but they hear your soulfulness, and it really, really comes across. So I'm very thankful for you adding you to the song. It is very important that people hear that.
Oh, thank you. And I mean, you know, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You're listening to Raymond Barton. He is an amazing writer. And yes, we did a song called Love in Your Eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and say I'm very thankful to be on the song. Yes, it's my voice you're listening to. It's coming up at the end of the interview. And Raymond's going to introduce it because he's the writer and he had the vision. And so I'm going to shut up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. And here it is, Mr. Raymond Barton introducing his song.
Up next, you're about to hear Love in Your Eyes. This is me, Raymond Barton. Listen to Love in Your Eyes featuring the amazing Yaya Diamond.
Whenever I see you, I just want to say, I'm so glad you're loving me this way. And it feels so good to know you care. My love, my love, my love. Every little thing you do. Every little thing you say makes me realize love is here to stay, to stay. And so we should cherish these moments we share. We share. I can see the love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes that you have for me. I realize, now I realize, I can see the love in your eyes. And take the time to stop and take a listen to the beat of my heart. It's only for you. My heart beats for you. And there's nothing anyone could say to take me away from you. Whatever you want from me, whatever you need from me, I am right here for you. Right here for you. So baby, believe it. Just believe. I promise to never leave. You are my everything. I can see the love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes that you have for me. I realize, now I realize, I can see the love in your eyes. The love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes. The love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes. The love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes. The love in your eyes. I can see the love. I can see the love in your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes. The love in your eyes. Ooh, yeah. I dare to be different. 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 I dare.